here.
It will be drawn by the people and puppets.
You think?
Oh, say hello to our people. It's Grandma Puppet Dennis. What? It's not Cinderella?
Wherever I roam, I can be found off my big home. The bees are buzzing in the tree to make some honey just for me. When you look under the rocks and plants and take a glance at the fancy dance, then maybe try a few.
All right, Quinn. Let's see. Come back. I think we're gonna get started now. I'm just trying to get everything loaded up. Sorry. If you're on Instagram, we do this on YouTube.
My chair?
It is. We do this on YouTube, and I do it on Facebook as well. We're just Main Street Citizens on everything. And okay. And you can find us on all of those channels. I'm gonna give it a couple seconds here before we start, but today we don't have anything too specific to talk about. We're just going to talk about news from Disney this week. I have a list of things. If you have questions and you're on any of these platforms watching, let us know, and I will answer those questions, and we can talk about them. I'd love to know what you guys think about something that's happening, some things that are happening in Disney World. Let's see, stop the music here. All right, turning that off. All right. Again, if you're on Instagram, we do this on YouTube and Facebook, and vice versa. If you're on Facebook, we're on Instagram and YouTube. You're back. Let's get started.
Okay, I will play with my Legos.
You're gonna play with your Legos. It's a great idea.
Make it back to normal.
Good. Okay, so the big news. I'm gonna kind of focus up here on this camera, not the Instagram one, but I'll keep checking it. The big news of the week this week was they're moving the security from the front of the Magic Kingdom to the TTC and some resort stops. I'm not sure how you guys feel about it. Feel free wherever you're watching right now. I'm kind of watching all the streams to leave feedback and whatnot, but I think it's a great idea. There's a big congestion of the security at the front of the gates right now, and I think it makes sense to move it back.
And I'm turning Ariel back to normal.
Oh, good job. And I think it'll clear up some congestion. I was confused at first. Hold on, baby. Hold on, Quinn. I was confused at first when they were talking about that the security was going to be at the resorts. I was wondering how, like, at Pop Century that was going to work, like how they're going to check bags at a resort, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. It seems like only at the monorail resorts. So at like Grand Floridian and Polynesian, when you go to board the monorail there, you will just be checked, and then everyone else will still come in on their own buses and be checked in front of, probably I'm assuming before you get to the front of the Magic Kingdom, but it'll move it back so there's not as much congestion. That was one of the big points of the Magic Band, was to make kind of entering the park smoother and quicker. Yeah, baby. She's back. And yeah, I agree. The Daily Steve hopefully cuts down on the crowds in front of the park. That's what I heard about the monorail resorts and the TTC. Yeah. So I think it is going to cut down on the front of the park stuff happening, which I think is a good thing. In the end, I don't see a downside of this. I think when they first roll it out, it may stumble a little bit because they haven't done this, but I think over time this will be the smartest decision. I see that. The smartest thing that they can do right now with the front of the park. So I see one person agreeing here on Instagram. Let us know if you're watching on any of the other platforms right now, what you think about it. I do not. And I think we're going to move on to the next thing. We're going to try to keep this short and sweet unless anybody has any questions. Hold on, baby. Let me finish this right now. And the next thing I want to talk about isn't really a news thing. It's just kind of something that I think between a few different articles that I've come across, I believe WDW Dad or Dad at Disney or something like that on Facebook wrote a really funny article. It was like a thing to Bob Iger about how Give it up. Like we need a nighttime parade at Disney World now, and I agree. And then today it came out that they're extending electrical parade at Disneyland, and now I just read just before going live that they're going to do a second during the Easter time, and I don't know what that means. I'm assuming Easter weekend or the week before Easter or after. Yeah, they're going to add a second Festival of Fantasy parade every day, so it'll be a noon and 3:30 parade. I mean, Quinn here, the one who keeps jumping in and talking, she does not do fireworks, so like the nighttime parade was a big deal for us. Like we really enjoy the Main Street Electrical Parade. That was a big part of going for us, and we miss it a lot. And yeah, I mean the rumors of getting paint. He is.
He has a spaceship.
Whoa. And I mean the rumors of Paint the Night coming our way would be awesome, but I don't think they're going to happen. I mean I would move Festival of Fantasy, do 2 a day or 1 a day or whatever, move it to the nighttime. Just I feel, and I don't think I'm the only one, that we're missing kind of having that nighttime parade.
But you put this back there.
No, I cannot.
You can. You're so strong like Death Star.
No, thank you. Let's see, anybody saying anything about that? 1 second here, guys. Trying to put this zoom together. There we go.
Thank you, Dave.
You're welcome. The nighttime parades are my favorite. I miss Spectro Magic. See, I never got to see Spectro Magic. I've heard great things about it. People love it. I'm really kind of unbiased. I'll take any. Give me Move It, Shake It. Like, give me a nighttime parade in general. Like, I'm pretty open to options here. I just feel like it misses it. I don't know. Maybe that's just us though. Let's see. That's the only thing I see anybody saying there. The next thing I want to talk about was kind of rumors, news. I believe I got this from WDW News today. There was some Pandora stuff that they, I guess, didn't announce but talked about. Essentially, within Pandora and Animal Kingdom, there won't be like signage for rides because it will take out of the theming.
I'll put this back to there.
Okay. And so there won't be signage for rides. It's going to be very integrated.
Put this back to there.
They won't have the Disney shopping bags in Pandora. Everything's going to be the ACC or ACA or whatever it is, the Tura Centurion or whatever they call it. Quinn, hold on, baby. And then they will be doing the Wilderness Explorer. And I believe it said there's 2 stops within Pandora for Wilderness Explorer. If you guys do that, it'll add another 2 pages to the Wilderness Explorer book. There's also going to be merch, and the one that I found interesting, I mean, we knew there was going to be merch, but the one interesting merch thing that I've read about was they're calling it a Banshee Connect, which if you've watched Avatar, their braid thing kind of connects into the Banshees. I'm not sure what it's going to be or going to look like, but I'm definitely interested to see what that is. Another thing that I'm seeing pop up on it is in a different article there's. Oh, good! I'm glad you're here.
You put my alien back to there?
I did. Was the Navi translator and collectible cards. This seems kind of a similar thing to like Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom or Sorcerers of the Kingdom, or we don't play it, we don't collect it. Our good friend Aaron, who might be watching on one of these platforms, might be able to tell us exactly what it is that I'm butchering. But it seems like it's going to be similar to that. You pay, this one's going to be paid, which I believe the Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom is free, but basically you pay $15 to get a starter pack, and then it's going to be like collectible trading cards and stuff of that sort. When I don't exactly know how it's going to work, and I don't exactly know how the Magic Kingdom one works, but it seems like a cool little thing to do and kind of keep people in Pandora and maybe off of the rides, because I imagine having 2 rides and this much press and promotion going into these parks, those 2 rides are going to have quite the wait time for probably the foreseeable future, and I think Disney knows that by the fact that they've scheduled Animal Kingdom, or specifically Pandora, to have 2 hours of extra magic hours every single night from opening until 4th of July.
She has a big bow. It can fit on it.
Yeah. Anybody in the comments excited? Yeah, it's going to be a Headmouth. Steve Gibson on Facebook said. It is going to be a madhouse. Anybody excited? Anybody going to be there opening day or opening week or weekend at Avatar? And anybody excited about it? I know there's a lot of people, probably including myself, that wouldn't consider themselves a fan of the movies, but I'm excited about. What are you doing, babe? I'm excited about just just everything. I guess I trust Joe Rohde and what he does at Animal Kingdom and just the theming in general. And I think it's going to be an awesome experience. But
we turned his arms, and we turned his head.
Steve Gibson, yeah, I wish I could make it too. We probably won't get down, if anything, till later in the year or next year. Let's see, you're Disney Mom. I'm not a fan of Avatar, but excited to see what Pandora has to bring. It's going to be beautiful. Yeah, I agree. I'm excited. By no means a fan of the actual movie or the franchise. At least as of right now. I mean, there's rumored 4 more movies already signed up, and it's going to be, I mean, we got a lot to get into it. I mean, Quinn, hold on, baby. What are you trying to get? And 4 more movies coming up. That gives us a lot of time to kind of fall in love with the franchise. But as of today, I kind of don't have a lot of, I guess, ties to it. It's not like Star Wars or even Toy Story, where we're building these lands for these things that we truly do love and care about. Steve Gibson, going back in September, so I'll get, hold on, my screen cut now, so I'll get to see it then. I like the movie well enough, and it's not a choice for Disney, but the design looks amazing. Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up right there. Let's see, I'm going to move on to the next thing. If anything I've talked about already, you guys want to discuss more, just ask again, or bring it up, or ask me anything you want to talk about, and I will do my best to elaborate on it. We got an official title for the new Wreck-It Ralph movie sequel earlier this week. Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet. We, as a family, are big fans of Wreck-It Ralph and are excited for a sequel. We already knew it was about the internet, so like it's not like that was that groundbreaking. Like that was announced, I think, like the day after they announced that they were doing a sequel. So this is just a confirmation title. I don't really have much to say about it. I just added it in there because it was something that I've seen a lot of people chatting about on the old interwebs this week, and I didn't know if anybody had any feelings about it. Steve Gibson, I'm gonna wreck it, absolutely. I'm excited about it. Don't get me wrong, I do love me some Wreck-It Ralph. Let's see, Mission Space. This is something I didn't think about at all, but one of the podcasts I listened to, WDW Main Street, started talking about like theories and by no means real rumors or anything, but just started talking about like theories of what they could be doing. But Mission Space is going down for the summer. It's first weird because Mission Space it's a newer ride that shouldn't need a full summer to refurbish anything. But second of all, there's essentially 2 theaters because of the green side and the orange side, and they should be able to just take one side down at a time, program the ride accordingly, and still run at least half of the ride. Quite nicely. You can't hit on the table like that. It's really loud. And but anyways, they should be able to continue running this ride and operating it without taking it down. So questions a ride that many people don't like. Why? Yeah, your Disney Mom. Mission Space is the only ride in Disney I wish was replaced. I, as the one of the 3 in this family and of the Main Street citizens, I am the only one who actually likes it. I do enjoy it. I even like the orange. I like the orange side, and I'm a fan of it. I don't love it. Like if they did knock it down, I wouldn't lose sleep over it. It's not the end of the world. But there's just a lot of talk of like, I mean, theming-wise, the space, the outside, it's beautiful. It would be a good fit for the rumors of Guardians of the Galaxy coming, and It's been rumored that Ellen, which is right next to Mission Space, was going to be taken over by a Guardians of the Galaxy attraction of some sort. But I mean, it would be a good fit for, Guardians. I don't know what it would be. I think the ride that's in there is pretty specific to like what it does, so they would have to probably replace it. But it's a large building. If you look at like overhead of where it is, where Horizons was, that's a big plot of land that they could do. Just about anything in that space. So yes, I heard Ellen was being taken over. Yeah, I've heard that a bunch of times. Awesome.
It's from the Disney store.
It is from the Disney store.
And I lock it, and I lock it, and I lock it.
Good job. And see, that's my thought. I think it would be much better fit for Guardians redo, especially compared to Tower of Terror. Yeah, I don't have the hatred for the Tower of Terror takeover. I don't like the Tower of Terror ride. I don't do roller coasters or heights or drops very well. So they can get rid of it. The only thing that bummed me out is I probably wouldn't ride it if it was Guardians, just because I don't like that ride. It's not my thing, so I don't really do that ride. But I think it would be a good spot for it, and they can do something cool. I've heard rumors of roller coasters, which doesn't really fit for me in Epcot theming, but
Grandma and Papa did.
Great.
Yeah, what this means.
Okay, hold on. And so I think that overall it can work, and I'm okay with it. Like I don't love either Ellen's or Mission Space enough. I don't love Tower of Terror enough to be mad that they take any of them. And I like Guardians of the Galaxy, but I also don't love Guardians of the Galaxy enough to say like, yes, let's do it. So either way, it works for me. But we're losing people on Facebook here due to poor connection. Hold on, everybody else. YouTube looks good, and Instagram looks good. For some reason, I'm back. It looks like on Facebook. Steve Gibson and Your Disney Mom on Instagram, Steve Gibson on Facebook, both said Quinn is adorable. She is adorable. I apologize that she talks over me. See, she'll tell you. I apologize that she keeps talking over me every 2 seconds, and some of the things I'm saying are probably hard to hear and understand. If you guys want to talk about Mission Space anymore, or any of the things we already talked about, Pandora, or nighttime parades, or security at Magic Kingdom, let me know, and we can talk about it after the next thing. Gosh, I don't want to butcher this, so give me 1 second. It was... Oh, my friend over on Facebook, we were asking, prior to recording tonight, we were asking for questions from people on basically every platform that we're on. And my good buddy Jason asked me to talk about my opinions and reviews on the Frozen Ever After ride in Epcot. We... Go put that back, baby. We never got to do Maelstrom, and so again, talking about what I just did with Mission Space and everything else, I don't have the love for Maelstrom that some people do, so I might not miss it. From what I understand, it is basically the same exact ride. No, Quinn. No more. Don't take any more cameras down, please.
Where to go to Walt Disney World?
Yeah? Go see Mama real quick.
She's snapping her finger.
I heard her. And,
Mama?
I don't have the love for Maelstrom, so I don't miss that ride. And I think the animatronics and the video and the screens all look great in the Frozen ride, but it still feels really dated. The ride's really, really bumpy and uncomfortable. And overall, we don't love it. We've done it a couple times now. If we can get on it, which you basically never can, we do it, but we didn't use a fast pass for it on our last trip and probably won't in the future. It's an alright ride. Do it if you can get on it, but I wouldn't stress about it if you can't.
Phew, I made it. Okay.
That was a close one. Get closer. Come here. All right. And the last thing we're going to talk about, I'm going to have on here, I posted a little video of it on our YouTube channel. So head over to our YouTube if you want to know a more concise opinion on it. But we did on our last trip, we did the After Hours at Magic Kingdom. It's the hard ticket after party that's like 3 hours. You pay a little bit more than you would for a normal ticket, but you get in and basically with like 2,000 people instead of 100,000 people, you have the park to yourself and can walk onto everything. You get unlimited free soda and ice cream, and you get basically a walk on to just about anything you want. Almost all the rides are open. And we gave a little review of it, but I was going to kind of talk about it a little bit more for those who don't watch that and are interested in it. While the ticket was expensive, and it's kind of not our thing to normally go out of the way and do the more expensive stuff like that, like the whole reason we started the Main Street Citizens was to talk about more frugal ways and affordable ways to do Disney. We really liked it. It was a lot of fun to be able to like just walk onto things. We rode the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. It is. We rode Seven Dwarfs Mine Train like 7 times back to back, like just kept going, and it was awesome. You sure can. God, I felt like there's. How do you compare it to the holiday parties? We really like the Halloween party, but the Halloween party's busy. Like it's kind of
Mickey's not so scary Halloween party.
Yes, Mickey's not so scary Halloween party, but we were big fans of the Halloween party. We did the Christmas party for the first time this year, and
Christmas party.
And we didn't love it as much as we
I
love
love
the Halloween party. Do they still do extra magic hours for resort guests, or do you have to pay for that? Nope, they still do extra magic hours for resort guests. This is a different thing. They did it last year for the first time. Did it like 10 Fridays or something like that, a couple Thursdays, and you paid for it, and it was just a one night sort of thing. It was much similar to like the holiday parties, the Christmas or Halloween. And they did it last year, and people. One thing that I talked about in our video on YouTube was people who, when they announce these things, a lot of people complain because there's the opinion like you just said, Leslie's Kid on Instagram. Do they still do extra magic hours for resort guests? There's this thought that we're going to get to the point where they won't be extra magic hours and they're just going to make you pay for it. And I don't feel like that's this. I just feel like this is they do it. At this rate, they've been doing it, I think, less than 10 times in a full year. But you pay, essentially, you get in, and there's so few people. Like, on a busy day at Magic Kingdom, I think it's like 75,000 people or 50,000, something like that. They close the parks or stop letting people in at 100,000. I believe those numbers are right. They sound really extreme, but it's somewhere around there. And then at the parties, I think they cap them at like 20,000 people or something like that. And these after-hour events are like 2,000 people. I mean, you can see in our video when we were leaving at the end of the night. I mean, there's almost nobody in the park. It's unlike early morning magic hours. Here you go. Here you go. It's unlike early morning magic hours or anything. There's just so few people there. And I mean, we'd get off Mine Train and literally we'll just walk back in and sit down and walk back in and sit down. Like I believe we did Big Thunder Mountain when the party started and we didn't even have to get off the train. I believe that was the one that we did. And like I said, there's unlimited soda and unlimited ice cream and popcorn, and that was our biggest gripe of the night. Is the food lines were longer than we expected, and when you only have 3 hours to wait 10, 15 minutes in a line, which isn't much, is a lot when you're only there for 3 hours. So we didn't consume as much junk food, which is probably good for us in the end, but it's part of what you pay for in it, is to have that unlimited, and we didn't really get to use it as much as we thought we would. That's all I have on the list. Quinn, baby, don't do that. Don't let go. We're gonna open that up. Stop. Sorry, guys. Hold on. that's all I have on the list of things to talk about tonight. Coming in just around 25 minutes. Does anybody have any questions about the party or security or anything you heard about and you want to know about my opinion on it, or just about me and Quinn and touring with toddlers and stuff like that? But if nobody, feel free and wherever you're watching. Looks like we have a handful of people on just about every platform right now. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in. I'll leave this up for a couple more seconds here, and if not, we'll end it up for the night. What are you trying to reach?
I'm trying to reach Ursula.
Oh, we're not grabbing Ursula down tonight.
But I should grab the losers. They let her see. They let her see.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Well, kinda. Thanks for the update. You're welcome, Leslie's kid. Thanks everyone for watching tonight. We had a lot of people watch tonight. We kept a good handful in Instagram, and Steve Gibson was very active over on Facebook for us, and even had a handful of people on YouTube. The recap of this on Instagram, obviously you can't rewatch live videos, but if you're interested, we are facebook.com/Main Street Citizens, and you can find the live stream of that here. That should be, I believe that goes up automatically. YouTube takes like a couple hours, so it's 9 o'clock at night now. I'd probably just say tomorrow morning we will have the live stream up on YouTube, as long as I've seen a couple of moments where it cut out over on YouTube, but as long as everything looks good over there, we will have the recap there. So if there's something I talked about that you want to reference, you're welcome to go there and check it out.
We have a ride on that ride.
Yeah.
And Mama doesn't like that ride.
No.
No. But you like that ride.
I do.
You have a beard.
I did have a beard there. Alright guys, I don't see any more questions. If anybody does have any more questions on anything we talked about tonight or wants to talk about anything else Disney, or not Disney related, but Disney's kind of what you're probably here for, let me know. She's adorable. You calls me Pineapple Princess. Yes, she is adorable. She talks over me every couple seconds and makes it hard probably for you guys to hear what I'm saying and talking about, but yes. Cheese. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Steve Gibson, thanks guys, it's been fun. Thanks a lot for watching, Steve. You were there on Facebook and gave us a lot of interaction and a lot of feedback. Leslie's kid, again, thank you. You were a big part of last week, and your Disney mom was a big part on Instagram this time. And the Day of Steve, thanks for watching. Day of Steve, we're friends over there in the Twitter. Thanks for coming in. And I think that's everybody. He calls me Pineapple Princess. Thanks for coming in. So you just kind of caught us at the end there. If you want to watch any of this live stream, it will be on our Facebook at facebook.com/the Main Street Citizen, or not the, facebook.com/Main Street Citizens, or over on our YouTube. Just search Main Street Citizens. This will be up. They should both go up either tonight or tomorrow morning, depending on how long the processing takes for a 30-minute video. Thanks for watching, guys. And there we go. End live video. 15 viewers there. Finish there.